Today, Precarious plays
Magic Pengel.
Oh my goodness, my Pengel is colored the last color I used.
Really?
Yeah, look at it.
Are you sure?
I forget all of the controls because we just sat down again. How do I open the menu? Square?
Talk to Zoe to
No, I have my own book, remember?
I didn't.
Let's pretend we're gonna fix Scraff, as if there was anything wrong with them. Look at it, it's so cute! Scraff is so cute. Anyway, we're gonna go to triangle, we're gonna go to colors, we're gonna select dark green, we're gonna leave. We're gonna go to triangle, and we're going to
Finish?
finish.
Yes.
And then we're gonna leave. And then
Holy cow.
my baby is green butt.
Oh, wow. That is a nice touch. This game, I have an apology of sorts to make. And there's something that you noticed on the main menu that's also reflected here, if you want to point that out.
So watch the grass. A gust of wind will come by, hit the grass. Like now. And then after, it hits the weather vane. Because the wind actually moves across the grass.
Yeah.
Precious.
I feel weirdly guilty. I think Bale put text up pointing it out in the earlier episode, but I just want to reiterate verbally. I said that this game sort of felt like budget Studio Ghibli.
Uh-huh.
It's not. It's Studio Ghibli. Somebody that worked on My Neighbor Totoro was the art director for this game.
Yep.
And I think I said
town or the beach?
the town.
Okay.
Because I think we need to go try for the arena to hopefully unlock more parts.
Right. Okay, go on.
Or at least see if we need to rework what we have to triumph in Doodle Battle.
Mm-hmm. You were talking about
My neighbor,
direction.
yeah, and neighbor Totoro. Even then I said at the time that I didn't mean it to be disparaging, because if you feel like a version of Studio Ghibli that didn't have the same budget, that's still not. There's nothing wrong.
That's
with
still
that.
a huge pile of creativity.
Yeah, and that's
and
still
technique.
a ton of visual charm. But another thing that I'm going to point out, mainly just for my own sake, I always thought that this game looked a little plain.
Mm-hmm.
Despite being like a graphic designer and a very visual person,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually much of a graphics snob.
Yeah. Like fidelity,
Yeah,
like pixels per inch or whatever.
right. But I have to say, looking at this game with component cables, it is a stark contrast. It goes from looking a little cheap to just looking really bright and bold and stylish and very purposefully angular and flat, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like, oh, they only had 16 months. Would that have been a long time in the PlayStation 2 era?
Mm.
They only had 8 months to do this.
3 versus 3.
So you need to go make another doodle. Maybe you can do it here though. Say no, and then whatever button you used before, maybe you can just make a doodle.
No, I have to go back to my house.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
Well, on the way back, why don't you try picking a couple fights? And we can get some new colors, maybe?
Hey, easygoing shopkeeper, you want to fight?
I mean, we'll be rolling the dice a little bit because we might just get stomped by these random.
She looks really
townspeople.
friendly, so I am very afraid.
Yeah.
This is confidence, people. This is what it looks like. Confidence looks like love. Okay.
Oh, I thought we did it on the spot.
Oh, okay. No, we gotta go to the seaside arena. Okay.
Hold on, but turn back around for a second. There's something that I want to check. There's look at Bitsy. Sorry. There's something.
Hey, Bitsy.
There's something in the back of my mind. So her Pengel is yellow.
Yes.
Okay, now we can go to the seaside arena.
Or maybe greenish. It's yellow-green.
Yeah. I think the color of someone's Pengel hints at the color that you'll get for beating them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and another thing about the title.
Yeah, we were talking about it between episodes and it suddenly dawned on me.
That it's not like a reference to gel or pens.
Yeah, although that was me goofing. I was being a goof.
It is in fact the word angel.
Yeah, it's like a pen.
It's a pen angel. And I don't know how we didn't guess. Look at it.
Well, it didn't matter.
Yeah,
it's not like there was. So there wasn't somebody with a gun to our heads being like, where's this derived from? Tell me, what was the inspiration for the floating rainbow baby?
I love all the roofs, don't you?
I like all of the ridiculous advertisements, all of the props. Like you have the giant spectacles, presumably for a glasses shop.
I have yet to find anything that gave me more delight than the flesh sign. And I do like these creatures. I know that I'm making some crazy doodles. What is his? The name is Scramph. This creature.
I don't think there's an M. I thought it was Scraff.
It is Scraff. You're right, that was too namely. Scraff over here will eventually grow into a beautiful abstract pile of leaves and sky.
Mm-hmm.
I did the mistake of making the floaty bits underneath. I'm gonna make you look at it. That thing that's swinging around.
It's multiform vine whip technique.
Yeah, but I did it wrong because it's made out of horn, which is why it's so stiff. Whereas like the leafy bit on top, it's like leafy pompadour is flopsing properly, which is how I wanted everything else to go. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to make something that looks like something.
Okay.
Next.
All right.
I'll probably make something adorable, like a cat.
Hit me.
Like literally?
No. Low-hanging fruit. Do we have a black, white, or gray?
I don't know.
You should check, because I think if the internet is to be believed, that will result in a...
We got brown.
Blocking type?
Got brown.
I wonder what will happen with brown. How much brown do we have? Oh, only 600? We probably can't make much out of that.
I was wanting to make a red, because we have a lot, and that was the first one that I made.
Okay.
So we're gonna make something very cute.
Okay. Do you want this to be the kind of thing where we cut ahead at this point? Or do you want it to be you just want to record the entire artistic process?
Well, I just messed up, so maybe we cut ahead. Although, that's pretty adorable.
Can you go point to point? What are you trying to do?
Well, I was trying to check, but...
If you don't care about that shape, I think square is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And clicking the right stick will recenter it.
Thank you. I was gonna ask, but I just sped the brush up a little bit too much, and it needs to go back down.
But it would be pretty helpful if you could actually just... I mean, ideally, you would be able to have...
Oh.
How is it?
How did it work that time? I think it was because I crossed over a line
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Which one did you just tell me
Square.
was back? Square. Okay, thank you. All right, let me draw my friend.
Okay.
Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we'll need to skip forward because I'm trying to do an actual something. So.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. Just because, first off, I think that if we go for just a little bit longer, we'll be at the end of an episode anyway. Don't forget you can slow the brush way down with, I think, the right shoulder buttons. Yeah, that's as slow as it goes.
Oh, that is better. Okay.
But I wish, ideally, since we're in the editor, I'll use this as an opportunity to have some wishful thinking, like things that I wish this had.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, it would just be like Illustrator, where you can just go point to point.
Mm-hmm.
And you can drag out some nice handles and get some very exact curves and stuff. That sounds complicated, but it doesn't... I don't think it really needs to be, especially if they limited like the number of points that you were allowed within a single shape.
Mm-hmm.
But 5 points with the ability to really precisely mess with the angles would be a big help.
Yeah, but
You got legs? When did we get legs?
last fight,
Oh,
we have little legs.
I didn't know that we had legs now. I thought we still just had bodies, arms, and rigid parts.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a butt and some gams. All right, we're going. It's got a butt and gams. All right, what else do we have? Arms. Oh boy, this is exciting. All right. Woodly woodles. I am making one of the most beautiful creatures on Earth.
Is it a Martian?
Maybe.
Is it a palette swap? This is stunningly vain. I was not expecting this at all.
Look, if you want something to look like something, pick a Martian.
Okay.
They look like something. We look like something, okay? We look like something fabulous. You wish. Wait, triangle? No. How do we?
Square is back.
No, that's not what I
that's
wanted.
fine. Press circle.
Circle.
Triangle, sorry.
Triangle.
And then go to the that, and then redo, which is the blue arrow.
Redo. There we go. Okay, but I was trying to get it to... Oh, I remember now. Alright. I think that we're just gonna keep it standard flavor Martian. I could add extras, but...
And you're almost out of red. So one thing that I should point out, eventually you do get the ability to scribble on your doodles.
Yeah?
Yeah, so don't bother trying to, like, add eyebrows or whatever.
No. We are just going for the base beautiful form.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Can I do... You know what this is gonna look like?
What?
This is gonna look like Mr. Krabs. This is gonna look like Mr. Krabs.
You don't have enough red. You need to pick a different color.
Why?
Because you're almost out of red.
Oh, I go.
It's a number in the corner.
I'm sorry.
That is visible and legible.
I confused the length of the line with the
With
number.
Okay. Yeah.
That is why I was being so sass. Oh, and I just undid the 2 things.
Triangle. Blue arrow.
Redo. Okay.
But you need to wrap this up because it's the end of an episode, and so you see how like there's a whole little thing to the right. There's a whole tab that only has one option in it right now.
Yeah.
Like go one to the right. So see how that's draw a thick line. You get multiple like brush thicknesses and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you get way more tools, and this is a bit like, here's your stick, here's your sand, here's a little bit of water that you have to work with, and that's it. How did you do that?
How did I do what?
You went back along the line.
Carefully. I don't know.
If you retrace the line, does it refund it?
Maybe. I'm trying to make protection for my cousin I'm drawing over here. Yeah, it looks like if you retrace it exactly, it refunds it.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Alright, that is... Alright, we
Delightful.
just need hair.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
1. And we need a bigger
Do not have enough color. Okay, so it's going to be one single strand of hair, and done.
Alright. That's Mr. Krabs. That's 100% Mr. Krabs. I didn't know we were related. That is a Krabby Patty.